Do me a favor. Don't cheer me up.
James, you lost an arm. That's not the end.
I lost my work. I'm a liability.
You're not going to settle for that.
James was my best driver. She said he's still your best driver.
I don't know how you're going to do this.
Eleanor, she works for Aetna. Aetna carries our insurance. Company with people like that woman's got something going for it, I tell you. Hey, Aetna. I'm glad I met you. Old rule of mine. You work with the best in the business.
You sure it's not out of your way?
It's nowhere out of my way, like you went for me.
This is the new Ford Taurus, Motor Trend Car of the Year. Taurus is more than just a new Ford product. It's the product of a new Ford philosophy, a belief that engineering and design should set trends, not follow them. Being named Car of the Year says a lot about Taurus, but perhaps more significantly, it says even more about Ford.
Milk's got the kick that gives you more. Health kick. More nutrition in every pour. Health kick. I'm moving to the rhythm of a brand new day, 'cause the vitamins in milk help me on my way. Kick. So get on a health kick, let it pour. America's favorite health kick. Get on a health kick, milk's got more. Have more milk, 'cause milk's got more.
AT&T on office automation. Theoretically, office automation makes business people more efficient. The problem is, most business machines can't share what they know the way people do. What's missing is a way for any office machine to communicate with any other. Enter AT&T. Through an AT&T system, computers, word processors, networks, and telephones from different vendors can all communicate like one big family. In AT&T's world, the key to success is people sharing information with people. And no business machine we know of is important enough to stand in the way. AT&T, the right choice.
Is opening its door.
I never understood when Mom made me clean my plate because there were places where kids were starving. Now I'm about to walk into a Dow laboratory to work on new ways to help grow more and better grain for those kids who so desperately need it.
Yes, you can make a difference in what tomorrow brings.
Can't wait.
'Cause Dow lets you do great things.
Ford Escort is the world's best-selling car. Nobody can seem to catch it. Escort outsells Nissan Sentra, Honda Civic, and Toyota Tercel by nearly 2 to 1 or more. And with its more powerful engine, Escort could make the gap even wider. So while Ford Escort continues to be the world's best-selling car, the competition somehow seems to miss the boat. Have you driven the best-built American cars? Have you driven a Ford lately?
Peter the Great will continue following these messages. Next Sunday, a world movie premiere 2 years in the making.
What's happening to security in this country?
One man's fight against time.
There will be more blood.
Before the streets become a battlefield.
I'm now worthy of Allah.
Next Sunday, Under Siege.
A new company has begun, yet it has a 150-year history. It's only a few days old, but it's already the #1 manufacturer of medium and heavy-duty trucks. Although you've never heard of it, it's in the top quarter of the Fortune 500. The company is Navistar International, and while it's just starting to roll, it's already in high gear. Introducing Navistar, the rebirth of International Harvester.
Closer to a cause for the shuttle explosion. Details at 11.
Peter the Great continues, starring Vanessa Redgrave and Omar Sharif.
Soon someone who doesn't know anything about you could assign you a new long-distance company. They won't know how much AT&T's clear long-distance connections mean to you. Or our personalized customer service, our worldwide calling. They won't know unless you tell them. AT&T long distance for over 100 years. When you reached out, we were there. And you can keep it that way. If you're asked to choose, make the choice yourself. Send in your ballot.
Hello, Deli. Now, the deli tastes you love. Hello, Deli. Are also in new Oscar Mayer Select Slices. Oscar Mayer put deli taste where it belongs. 9 all-time deli favorites, including pastrami, Italian-style beef, corned beef, and more. New Oscar Mayer Select Slices for deli taste a whole new way.
Deli taste is here today.
Deli taste a whole new way.
Deli'll never be the same again.
Who enjoy fine wine. Ernest and Julio Gallo give their best. Today's Gallo, all the best a wine can be.
Peter the Great will continue following these messages.
Monday All-Star TV bloopers with Golden Girls Betty White and a practical joke on Rue McClanahan. Plus moonlighting Sybil Shepherd on TV's bloopers and practical jokes.
How exciting.
This is NBC News Digest. Here is Bob Kerr, NBC News.
Good evening. A torch-like leak in a rocket booster evident 15 seconds before the explosion may have caused the shuttle disaster, but NASA officials doubt the crew could have survived even if they'd known. In the Philippines, leftist demonstrators burned effigies of Presidents Reagan and Marcos. A West German newspaper says jailed Soviet dissident Anatoly Sharansky will be released in an East-West spy swap this week. Now this.
The law requires all manufacturers to drive their cars into walls. At Audi, we also concentrate on going around them. Audi, the art of engineering.
In Minnesota, Hormel will try to open in the morning as striking meat packers try again to shut the plant down. Bob Kerr in Washington. More news later on this NBC station.
Tickets, please. Ready for the big vacation?
Now we're flying to one of those spots where you need more books than clothes.
The way you're playing, you need a vacation.
Get a good fare?
Yeah, you can bet on it. Lowest fare around.
Yeah, probably get stranded in Bora Bora.
No. Actually, the lowest fare was on American.
Skip, the man's way ahead of you.
Shit.
When you're something special, people know it.
Going shopping with these? They can cost you 18, 19, 21% interest. Well, Chevy Chase Savings and Loan thinks that's too high, so they're introducing a rate so low, it's making national headlines. 14% Visa and MasterCards. 14%. And no annual fee until July. For an application, call 1-800-523-2484. Because who needs the money more? You or your bank?
The latest thing in home construction at 11.
Peter the Great continues, starring Vanessa Redgrave, Omar Sharif, and Jan Nicholas.
Taurus, now there's an American car with the shape and the feel we've never seen before. Taurus, now there is a personal car that has exactly what we've been looking for.
For all of us who will not compromise, Ford listened. Ford created Taurus for us.
For us. Taurus for us. Taurus for us. Have you driven it aboard lately?
At AT&T, we know you never think about our torture tests.
Oh, it's just the phone.
Or about our extraordinary quality control.
I hear you fine, Mom. Australia's only halfway around the world.
Or even about how reliably we design things.
It still works. Who ever heard of a computer that works without air conditioning?
You can take everything we do for granted, because we leave nothing to chance.
It's not a total loss. The phone still works.
For telephones, information systems, long-distance services, or computers, AT&T is the right choice.
Hard to believe it's been 10 years.
Group insurance, Aetna. Lou, what is this? Employees are going to have the best.
But you've got no employees.
You don't need Aetna. You need a decent suit. That's the only trouble with you, bud. You're afraid to dream.
My business was next door to his. I saw it all. Oh, he took risks, but he'd always take the trouble to learn who was best at something. He'd store that away, and then when he needed it, there was Aetna. They had the strength to back him up. His insurance, his financing, his health plans.
Aetna, I'm glad I met ya.
Work with the best in the business. That's how Lou does it. Your people, the spirit, all of it, the best.
And one more best, my friend. Best country.
Gentlemen.
Have you driven a Ford?
Now you can get 7.9 plus at your Ford dealer. 7.9% annual percentage rate financing on new 85 and 86 V6 Thunderbirds, new Ford Tempos, and new 4- and 5-speed manual transmission Ford Escorts. Plus Ford's new 3-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty on all 86 Ford cars. Plus 7.9% financing on tough new 4x2 Ranger pickups. That's 7.9 plus at your Ford dealer now.
Ann McKenzie, interior decorator for Endust.
You're using spray wax for everyday cleaning? What's wrong with that? Frequent use of Pledge can cause wax buildup. Just use it occasionally to polish furniture. For day-to-day dusting and cleaning, Endust cleans better. Look, Pledge's wax can actually trap dirt on the surface. Endust frees more dirt and cleans better without wax. So use spray wax for occasional waxing, but for day-to-day dusting and cleaning, Endust cleans better.
Do you think effective antacid medicine can taste good?
Sure, when it's Remegel. Tastes better than any antacid I've ever tried. What a job it does on my heartburn.
Hey, no chalky taste and liquid relief in every Remegel tablet.
I never thought an antacid could taste this good and work.
New great-tasting Remegel. Soft and chewy with the same effective relief for acid indigestion and heartburn as 2 teaspoons of the leading liquid.
Relief never tasted so good.
New Remegel. Liquid relief in every great-tasting tablet.
The way cheap phones break down, the companies that make them must do some pretty interesting tests.
Hear me?
I hear you. I heard something.
Real torture tests. And ring tests.
I heard it. What did you hear? I heard it. I didn't hear it. Are you sure you heard it?
Well, for over 100 years, AT&T's made phones that pass the real test. You.
It's nothing. I dropped the phone.
You get what you pay for. AT&T, the right choice.
Peter the Great will continue following these messages.
I'm Jane Pauley. This week on Today, the countdown to the Marcos Aquino election. Also, Michael J. Fox, Don Johnson, and Bill Cosby. That and more this week on Today.
Wednesday on Highway to Heaven.
Who's our Simon?
She's my wife, Mark. Will the love of his past life make Jonathan forget he's an angel?
You only live once, you know what I mean?
Wednesday.
This is Channel 4 News Update with Susan Kidd.
Good evening. NASA investigators may be close to finding out what caused the space shuttle explosion. And today, the word from NASA is another shuttle mission may be attempted in a couple of months. We'll have the latest on Channel 4 News Live at 11. And we'll tell you about the investigation into a fatal shooting today at a Southeast Washington market. In sports, highlights of the Caps and Whalers and Georgetown's close win against LSU, and Tom Kirine has the forecast for the new week. Join us for all the news at 11.
When you want a great mix of light rock from yesterday and today, turn on W Light 94.7 FM. Light rock, less talk.
I'm proud to say that this bank has a lot of long-term customers.
Dan Callahan of American Security Bank talks about customer service.
You don't have long-term customers unless you keep customers happy, unless you're continually providing superior service to those customers. That's the only way you keep the customer. And I'm sure the only reason they're still with us is because we provide superior service. That's what it's all about. We are a service business.
Hello? Dad, what's up? My grades? Sounds like a bad connection.
What if you could lower your monthly phone bills?
No, Dad, I'd really love to talk to you.
Without lowering the sound quality of your phone calls.
Dad probably can't hear me.
When you've got Sprint.
He can.
You can. You've got the future on the line.
Peter the Great continues, starring Vanessa Redgrave, Omar Sharif, and Lily Palmer.